Graham Watson, Liberal Democrat MEP for the South West. How much is this money going to be worth in terms of regional funding for the South West and Cornwall in particular? It's been voted on here today in Strasbourg.
Well, we've done extremely well. We are talking about over £500 million worth of investment for Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly over the next 7 years, and over 200 billion for the rest of the region. We're very, very happy that this is the outcome. Now what we've got to do is make sure we spend it well.
And how can that money be spent? On what kind of things is it designed to be used for?
Well, it can be spent on all kinds of things to improve competitiveness. Now, that has meant up to now under previous programmes, things like investing in skills levels, things like investing in small businesses and starter units to help people get businesses set up, a whole raft of things. But this is completely separate from other pots of money that we can bid for example, for transport interconnection projects, for the rollout of superfast broadband, for energy interconnection projects if Cornwall is going to be one of our renewable energy hubs. So altogether we can look forward to a very, very bright future over the next 7 years for Cornwall, providing we manage to find ways of spending the money intelligently.
And this money in the past has also been used, I understand, on infrastructure projects, the likes of the Eden project, for example, that I think had European money. Do you think that that's an important part, a tool in the toolbox, if I can use that phrase?
All kinds of things have had money in the county. The Eden project that you mentioned, the new bus station, for example, in Penzance. Lots of projects across the region have had money. In the past, this has been done under the aegis of the South West Regional Development Authority. It's now done under the aegis of the Local Economic Partnership for Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly. I welcome this because it means that Cornwall Council has far more of an input directly into the projects, local people making local decisions on the basis of local knowledge.
Now, you're obviously pleased that there's a lot of money here. The downside, I suppose, is that Cornwall's getting so much money because it's judged one of the poorest regions in Europe, even though it's had a lot of European money and a lot of UK money pumped in over years and years and years.
Well, let's be frank, there's no badge of honour in needing to rely on government handouts, whether that comes from national government or from government at European level. And I hope we can use this money to build on the kind of things we've achieved over recent years, to finally lift the county up to a level of economic prosperity where we don't need to rely so heavily on funding in the future. If we look at things like the Combined Universities for Cornwall project and what they have done for the region, if we look at some of the things that have been done in the development of renewable energy, the Wave Hub and so on, all of these can be built on. We know we have funding secure for the next 7 years. Let's make sure that afterwards we don't need it because we enjoy standards of living similar to those of the wealthier regions of the European Union.
I mean, would you think that something has gone wrong in the fact that so much money has already been put in and Cornwall still lags so far behind?
No, I wouldn't say anything has gone wrong. You have to recognise that although a lot of money has been put in, we started from a very low base. The average income in Cornwall is less than 3/4 of the average income across the European Union as a whole, and that does mean you are going to need quite a lot of government support to get the economy up and running. But we are getting there. There's a recognition that we've achieved a lot already, and I think using this money we can achieve a lot more.
Just one final point. This money has to be what they call out here match funded, so the government has to come up and local authorities and so forth have to come up with the goods as well in order to unlock this European money, and then also people have to bid for it. So it's not automatic until people start utilising it.
It's certainly not automatic. It will require support from the UK government and of course a lot of support also from Cornwall Council and from local businesses and local organisations wanting to chip in and do their bit to make sure that we can maximise the drawdown from European funding. But I am genuinely very pleased because I do think that particularly for the young people in the county, this is going to offer a much, much brighter future with greater opportunities and greater chances of business success.